There are mornings that seem completely ordinary, yet they can change an entire life. I still remember that morning when I stepped out of the small wooden room and saw the sky still thick with mist. The cold air seeped into every breath. The sun had not risen, and everything felt as if it was holding its breath. And at that moment, I heard the teacher, an old philosopher whom I followed, speak from behind. "The morning is the test of a strong soul." I turned around and saw him standing still, his eyes looking far away, as if piercing through the fog. From that moment, I knew I was about to learn a strange morning ritual, a ritual he had practiced for over 4 decades, saying, "Whoever keeps it will build an inner strength more enduring than steel." Curiosity, a bit of worry, but full determination. And that morning became the beginning of a journey that helped me understand what true strength means in the spirit of the Stoics. The first ritual the teacher taught was nothing grand, not deep meditation, not reading philosophy, not physical training. He only said, "Stand still, listen to the morning." We walked to a rocky ledge overlooking a small valley. Gentle wind, the distant sound of water, a few dry leaves sliding across the ground. He stood motionless like a tree rooted there for life. I asked, "Why does standing still create strength?" He smiled, "Because silence forces you to face yourself, and most of your fears are right there." I closed my eyes, trying to stand still like him, but my mind ran wild. Work, responsibilities, nameless anxieties, wandering thoughts flowing endlessly like a river that never stops. The teacher said, "Strength does not come from controlling the morning. It comes from controlling yourself in that morning." And that was the first lesson. Silence is the foundation of all strength. When we begin the day with calmness, the rest of the day becomes clearer, wiser, and much lighter. After standing still, the teacher led me down a dirt path to the stream. In his hand was an old scroll with worn edges. He said, "The second step in the ritual is to ask yourself 3 questions." He opened the scroll, revealing 3 faded lines. 1. What today is within my control? 2. What is not within my control? 3. What attitude will I choose toward both? He said, "Most human suffering comes from confusing these 2 categories." I sat on a rock by the stream, letting the cold water run through my fingers, and began answering. I realized all my pressure came from wanting to change things beyond my ability. The emotions of others, society's expectations, weather, luck. The teacher said, "Write it down so the mind can be freed from chaos." I did as told, and strangely, as the words appeared, my heart grew lighter. He concluded, "A strong morning is a morning where you distinguish those 2 things." That was the second lesson of the ritual. The third step appeared when the sun began to rise, casting its first rays on the water. The teacher sat on the wet grass and pointed to the sky. The moment the sun rises is a reminder that you are given another chance. So how will you use it? He asked me to think of one small but important action I would do that day to become stronger. Not a big goal, not ambition, not a grand success, just one small action. I asked, "Why small?" He said, Because strength does not come from big battles. It is built from small victories, repeated every day." I remember choosing to finish one important thing I often procrastinated. Just that. But when spoken aloud, a firm resolve rose within me. He nodded. "Turn small things into rituals. They will create strength far greater than you expect." The final step of the morning ritual was the most surprising. He told me to place my hand on my chest, close my eyes, and whisper, "Today, I will live true to my values." Just one sentence, but he wanted me to feel it deeply. "All strength," he said, "is not in muscle, nor toughness, nor accomplishments others praise. True strength lies in not betraying yourself. We sat like that for a long time. I felt each heartbeat, each breath, each warmth spreading from my palm. If every morning you remind yourself of this, he continued, then throughout the day, you will walk the right path. No matter how many challenges appear, you will not lose yourself. And that is what made this ritual powerful. It does not require you to become someone else, just to remember who you are and live accordingly. And when the sun rose fully, the teacher looked at me and asked, "How do you feel?" I took a deep breath. My body felt light, my mind clear, my heart calm. I replied, "I feel stronger." But not because I did something big, because I understand myself better. He smiled. That is the purpose of the Stoic Morning Ritual, not to make you great, but to make you steady. I looked at the valley again. The mist had vanished. The light spread gently like a blessing from nature, and I understood. A morning begun the right way can change a life. So if today you are hearing these words, try giving yourself a morning to stand still, separate what you control, choose one small action, and remind yourself to live with your values. No need for perfection, no need to force yourself. Just begin, and you will see. True strength has always been close, lying within you. Today, give yourself such a morning, a stoic morning.